Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How the devil are we? I am joined tonight by the very talented, the very handsome, Mr. Neal Francis.
Hello,
everybody.
How
are
you? I'm very well. Thanks for having me.
Absolute pleasure. So this is the first time we've met.
Yes.
Which is always a privilege for me because it means I get to know the person and I get to sing with a complete stranger. And basically the miracle unfolds before me. The legend unfurls.
Well, yeah, considering I don't know about you, how many years you've been on the cover band circuit, but I've been going for...
Too long.
Yeah, 15 years, and yet our paths have never crossed.
It's very bizarre, isn't it?
It's strange, yeah. It's weird how things just go like that.
So what we're going to do, we're going to kick off with a tune, then we're going to have a little bit of a chat, and I'm going to find out some stuff about you.
Cool, sounds good to me.
So we are going to start with, we realised as we were doing sort of warm-ups together that we both have quite similar ranges, and we both do quite a lot of similar songs in our bands.
Yes, very much so. I think generally cover bands do mostly all the same songs.
Pretty much.
Just in a different style, but
yeah.
Hey, whatever.
Hello TL, hello Jim. Thanks for joining us again, lads. So your other half is hopefully going to tune in at some point?
I think so, yeah. I think I was saying to you earlier, my son's very impressed that I'm going to be live on YouTube. YouTube is his life currently, so when I mentioned to him I was coming along to see you this evening, he was just like, oh my God, that's so cool.
Your famous dad.
Yeah, no pressure.
Okay, so we're going to start with a bit of Walk the Moon, Shut Up and Dance. And we're just going to kind of probably chuck it about, swap about a bit. We'll just see how we feel.
Yep.
Let's do this stuff. Alrighty.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. We were victims of the night, the chemical, physical kryptonite, helpless to the face and the fading light. Oh, we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. A backless dress and some beat-up sneaks, my discotheque, Juliet, teenage dream. I felt it in my chest as she looked at me. I knew we were bound to be together, bound to be together. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Oh, come on, girl.
Shall I take this bit?
Yes.
Deep in her eyes, I think I see the future. I realize this is my last chance. She took my arm, I don't know how it happened. We took the floor and she said, come on everybody at home, clap your hands.
Always.
Jim.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance. Don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman is my destiny. She said ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me. Ooh, ooh, shut up and dance with me.
Nice.
It's a banger.
It's always one good one to kick off with.
That song, I've never played it at a gig where it hasn't gone down well.
Oh, every time.
Yeah. How old is it now? Any idea?
8-9 years, maybe.
That's terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah. Probably not. We'll probably get told, no, it's only about 4 years old, but...
I put it this way, everything we think when it comes to how old a song is, guarantee it's older.
I think we've just got older.
Yeah. Well, we were doing, on my song list, I try and put the year of the song, so if ever I want to chuck out like a certain decade. And I looked at, All Star by Smash Mouth, do you remember that?
Yep.
Do you know when that came out?
1997.
99.
Jesus.
So that song is 20...
Old.
Yeah, over 2 decades old.
Yeah.
God, that's
crazy.
depressing, isn't it?
It's crazy, but still a killer tune.
Yeah, awesome song. Right, let's find out a bit about you.
Okay.
So, how did it all start?
Where
did it begin?
Where did it begin? Like most musicians, really, at school.
Did you play the trumpet?
No.
That's usually everyone I've had in here who is in a band either started with some kind of weird brass instrument.
Okay.
Or, no, it literally is a brass instrument, every time.
No, that was never an avenue I really wanted to explore. I guess I kind of, I fell into singing, really. That's an interesting metaphor in itself. But I remember just being in year 8 or year 9 music, and my music teacher then was a chap called Mr. Gibson, and we were doing something along the lines of Elvis Presley. I can't remember what it was. And I started singing, and basically he kind of pulled me aside after the lesson and just said, Neal, you've got to do something with this. And I thought, no, I'm too cool for school. I don't really want to do that. And in the end, plucked up the courage and just started getting into all of the school productions, and I was very much into acting and performance anyway when I was at school.
Okay.
So that's kind of where that trigger then came from. And then just started auditioning for more and more parts, and then singing roles and developing that. So yeah, really, I've kind of been singing since I was about 13. And then it just kind of has always been a part of my life.
Oh, awesome. And what age did you get into your first band?
I must have been about 19 or 20. Well, I used to sing in the school concerts. There was a school band, so loosely you could argue that was a band.
Yeah.
It was a bit of a soul band. But yeah, I guess I must have been about 19 in sixth form, college, whatever it was. And an old school friend of mine just said, look, I've got a couple of guys together. We're kind of in between singers. Do you fancy coming and trying out? So I was like, what kind of stuff do you do? So it's like Green Day, Blink-182, all of that kind of garage pop punk back then. And I was a bit like, I don't know if that's really me. But anyway, I went along and I met the guys. 2 of them were at school with me anyway, so it kind of felt comfortable. And that's when it kind of really started. We started writing our own stuff. We did covers. We cut our teeth at probably one of Essex's most famous establishments. It was the Oliver Twist. Back in the day.
Glorious
days.
Yeah,
that was our very, very first gig when Kev had it. So it was kind of one of those things where you sell tickets and you get £1 for every £8 ticket or whatever.
God, I remember those days.
But you've got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
You've got to start. So yeah, we kind of carried on from there. And after a couple of years, we were lucky enough to kind of get ourselves snapped up and got signed. I don't know if you remember a band called Sponge.
Yes.
So they had their own label at the time. I think they'd been dropped by Warner. And they started up their own label and just invited us to come on tour. So we toured with them as the headline act. So we were kind of first on. So it was the usual kind of 25 minutes a night. But from there on in, our kind of popularity grew. We got a little bit of a fan base. And then they decided they wanted to sign us up to their label, which went well. It was difficult. We recorded our first album. None of us were happy with it.
Right.
The engineer that we had at the time was a live engineer, and the discipline between live engineer and recorded engineer is very, very different.
Yeah.
And he basically tried to engineer the album like a live recording, and vocally, I just sounded like I was singing in a shower cubicle. It was awful.
Right.
But this is what we had, and this is what we had to try and sell, and we didn't really want to sell it because we just thought it sounded a bit pants. And that was almost the beginning of the end. So we'd kind of been a band for 8 years. And after we got picked up, that was when everybody started just kind of turning their noses up at it, really. It wasn't going in the direction we wanted it to go.
Which is always really sad, isn't it? When you've had that, not giving up creative control, but you realise that once you get signed up, you end up pretty much, unless you're very lucky or happen to get a deal where you have some control and sway.
Yeah.
It all just gets taken away from you.
I mean, there was a situation where we were given a place on the unsigned stage at Download.
All right.
And we were offered that spot. And the thing that happens in the industry is you get bands and labels that buy on.
Yeah.
And basically, we were phoned up maybe a Tuesday or a Wednesday before we were about to pack up and load up and go, to say that we really want you to have this spot, but another band from Gulf Records has paid $5,500 to buy on your spot. If you want it, can you match it? So we were like,
wow.
Okay. Well, we then went back to our label, and they were like, well, haven't got $5,500. So
No.
that, I always kind of look at that particular moment in time where that was that sliding doors moment. Because if we'd have had that gig, who knows where we would have gone.
Yeah.
But we didn't have that gig because you then get major label backing behind bands and they want to just buy onto these slots.
Yep.
So that was really our sliding doors moment there. But
shame, man.
yeah. And then from there, I was approached again by an old school friend who answered an advert in the Stage magazine, and I got invited to do a Blues Brothers tribute act. And I'm just like going, dude, I've just come out of a punk band, you know, I don't really want to be doing like Blues Brothers and all this kind of stuff, and was just absolutely dead against it. But he said, look, you know, help me out of the hole. I need to fill this one gig, learn the material, I'll show you the choreography, and that was just choreography.
Oh, God.
Right. Did my first gig, interestingly enough, at the Trocadero in Trafalgar Square. That was for a party night up there, and then proceeded to do 11 and a half years.
Jesus Christ.
With a Blues Brothers tribute, so we do like a cabaret act, like a duo. There were times where I was very fortunate enough to be in an 8-piece live band.
Nice.
So we'd had all the whole brass section, and some of the calibre of musicians that I was able to share a stage with was just phenomenal. I kind of felt like imposter syndrome had properly kicked in when you're on stage with the sax player who did Westlife for however many years they were there, and the trumpet player who did Katrina and the Waves and Starlight Express, and Come Dancing before it was Strictly Come Dancing, and you look at the people around you and you're kind of going, I'm fronting this band?
Yeah.
This is nuts. But yeah, so that was awesome, and as I kind of grew into that, I was doing regular twice monthly shows in Switzerland. We did a show in Dubai where we literally turned up off the airport, did sound check, got changed, did the gig, went back to the hotel, woke up the next morning and got on the plane home. It was just absolutely mad. But it's I think for me that was one of the defining moments in my singing career, because then I kind of felt I'd kind of done all right.
Yeah.
I wasn't getting ahead of myself. There was no kind of delusions of grandeur, but I kind of felt, I must have done all right, because I keep getting asked back.
Yeah.
For all these gigs, and I'm not going to turn them down.
No.
So yeah, well, I kind of got to the point where then the Blues Brothers stuff started tailing off, and there wasn't as many gigs coming in, and the producer and promoter was trying to set up his own production company, and obviously had to spend a lot of time and his own money putting that together. And I'm pleased to say that he's done phenomenally well, and he's absolutely smashed it. But the gigs then obviously started taking a bit of a back seat. And I'm standing there thinking, well, actually, I want to do this a little bit more. So I was on Facebook one day, and one of my old school friends, funnily enough, who was in all the bands during the school shows, he said, you know, guys, I'm moving back from Northampton. I'm really looking to put a band together. Is anybody around? So I'll lend vocals and we'll see where it goes. And then another old school friend said, yeah, well, I'll do the drums. So between the three of us, we sat down a pub in Malden, called the Queen's Head on the Quay, and we just chatted through what we already knew, what we liked to do, what style of music we wanted, but then we had to find a bass player. So we put ads out in findmeamusician.com and Facebook and all the kind of things you do. And this guy answered this ad. We'd never met him before, from Romford, and he came into the rehearsal first time, and literally it's like we'd known him all of our lives.
Yeah.
And he just clicked in straight away, and those three of us, I mean, we've had more drummers than Spinal Tap, and people have arguments, and
We all have.
you know, things go wrong, and people take different directions, and sometimes you kind of look and you think,
Sometimes they spontaneously combust. You know how it is.
no green globules, unfortunately.
damn.
There wasn't too many of those. But then, so where that's grown from, I've been doing String Makeover as we are now for coming up 12 years this year.
Nice.
Yeah. So it's been a big part of my life, and something that I'm very, very proud of. All of us are, you know, we are all very proud of what we've done.
And it's so bizarre because I mean, I'm presuming you guys tour around Essex or do all the Essex shows and everything. Or
Yeah. So we kind of do a little bit of a hybrid between pubs and private events. Obviously, as a covers band, you want to steer more towards weddings and private functions, because being mercenary about it,
it pays.
that's where the money is. However, the pub circuit in Essex is ever growing. I mean, there's more of an interest for live music, particularly after the pandemic.
Yeah.
Everybody's suddenly decided, I really missed going out to watch a live band. And what we found is all of the venues that we'd worked with over an 11-year period had been really loyal to us and had kind of said, look, you know, guys, we want you back, and that's how it all started. But we've got a real nice core of pubs within Essex that we've managed to keep good relationships with, that we've kind of got a little pocket in Chelmsford, we've got a pocket in Clacton, we've got a venue in Hornchurch, and basically spread around the whole of the county, like you say. And 9 times out of 10, they're some of our best gigs.
Yeah.
Because you've really got, I find them quite grounding, because as much as I love weddings, and weddings for me are amazing, I love performing at a wedding because it's just nice and humble to feel part of somebody's special celebrations. When you're doing a wedding, you know you've kind of got a guaranteed audience. As long as the bride and groom are dancing, everybody else is up on the dance floor. But you've still got to pick your numbers. Whereas I think with pubs, it's a little bit harder. You've really got to work hard to get that crowd.
You've got to step up the entertainment factor.
Absolutely.
But also you've got the blessing of, if you're engaging and you like to have a laugh.
Yeah.
Whereas at a wedding you can do that.
Yes.
But you still have to be on your best behaviour. In a pub, you can get away with a lot more.
Yeah.
And you can be more cheeky. You can.
Yeah.
Sort of, and also, if people say like, "Can you do this one?" You're like, "Do you reckon we can do it, lads? Let's give it a try." You've got that.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be as serious.
Yeah, absolutely. And what we say to any potential brides and grooms that come and watch us, we just say, look, we're playing here, and here, but it's a pub gig.
Yeah.
Gloves are off. You know, we want to do all the ones that maybe sometimes we might not have done for a few months, and we can just dust the cobwebs off of it, and it's just such a lot of fun.
It's exactly the same for us. Right, hello, Kel. We haven't forgotten you. Why is it when you mention trumpet, I think of American Pie and Bandcamp?
I thought exactly the same.
Well, I'm not saying a word. It's just your dirty minds. Right. And hello, Joe. She snuck in there. Hi. Right,
Hi,
what
Joe.
would you like to do? Another tune?
Yeah, let's do it.
Bash something
let's
out.
do another tune.
What do you reckon?
Well, I mean, I've talked a little bit about my Blues Brothers background and some of the old soul and Stax numbers. And one of the ones that I've always enjoyed singing is Superstition by Stevie Wonder. So I wouldn't mind if we'll have a little go at that, shall we?
Let's do that. Superstition. That looks promising. There we go.
Super.
Alrighty. Okay, let's play the mute before the adverts come on.
Ads every time now.
Yeah, I know it's so. Are you tempted with YouTube Premium to get rid of? No. I'd rather than paying more money.
No.
Okay, here we go. We are in, I believe. Let's get some more smoke going. Shall we share this one?
Yes.
You take first.
Various superstitions, writings on the wall. Various superstitions, ladders about to fall. 13-month-old baby
There's that trumpet.
broke the looking glass.
Ooh, very superstitious. Wash your face and hands. Rid me of this problem. So do all that you can. So keep me in a daydream. Keep me going strong. You don't wanna save me. Sad is my song. When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Hey, hey, hey.
Gonna take the falsetto bit.
Should we both go for it? Nice.
Nicely done.
So, get the James Brown soundboard. Ow! What's this?
Very superstitious, and no more to say. Very superstitious. Ooh, the devil's on his way.
Sometimes he must obey that. Broke the looking glass. 7 years of bad luck. The good things in the past.
When you believe in things that you don't understand, then you suffer. Superstition ain't the way. Yeah, 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 yeah. Now.
Smooth, sir. Very smooth.
I just love the way that song just kicks.
Yeah,
It's got a real nice ride on that song.
definitely.
Super. Yeah,
Excellent.
I love that.
For some reason we've got a bit of a red on going on.
A red on.
Yeah, apparently we're dropping a couple of frames. Can everybody let us know how the stream's coming across, if there's any problems, anything like that? For some reason the bandwidth seems to be playing buggers. Yeah, it's dropping a lot of frames.
Okay.
I don't know why.
It's very strange.
Yeah. Are you getting dropped frames, everybody? Please let us know if you are. Ah, right, it's gone green again, so hopefully that's okay.
That's good. That's helpful.
Right, we've got a little game for you.
Okay, bring it
Yeah.
on. Bring it on.
All right, it's a kind of a tradition.
Right.
Now, in your experience of playing on the band scene, have you ever met a drummer called Glenn Buck?
No.
Okay, have you ever heard of Spanky and the Hip Thrusters?
Yes.
He's the current drummer of Spanky and the Hip Thrusters.
Okay.
Now, we are playing what is known as... Where is it? Guess That Fart.
Okay.
I'm sure you've got a rough idea of where this is going to go. Now, Glenn is an extremely flatulent human being.
Right.
And he bestows these regular gifts on me of little recorded farts that he does. And he names them all. Dropping here quite a bit, said to you, yeah, hopefully it's going to sort itself out. It seems to be better now. We've got the little green lights, so hopefully that's okay. But yeah, so Glenn tends to do a lot of flatulence, sends them over to me, and I use them in these little games.
In true drummer style.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the question is, what is the name of this Dirtbox blowout? Are you ready?
Yes.
So it's your end, it kept stopping for a while, yeah. Apologies, everyone. So hopefully it should be all right now. Right, so you're going to hear the fart, and then we are going to give you the options of the names.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, now these are all genuine names that he has named them.
Sounds delicious.
Ready?
Right.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a few things going on there.
And that's a real fart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Someone had their fibre.
Oh, mate, you should hear some of the stuff that comes out of that man's house. Okay, so Was that fart? Is it... Yeah, it's a bit delayed and glitchy. Well, hopefully it will sort itself out. Is it A, signal blocker? Is it B, salamander station? Is it C, roadside symphony? Or is it D, congenial appreciation?
Well...
What's your gut feeling?
What's my gut feeling? I love a pun. Well, I'm looking at the options here, and I would... Knowing what it's like after a gig... Especially being a singer where you're using that diaphragm. I don't know whether it's the same for drummers, but they are sat down quite a lot. I'd go with roadside symphony because you're releasing the pressure.
That's very, very true. All right, so our lovely guest here is going with C. So needs a couple more seconds to get out there to the wider audience. So ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Are you going to go for A, signal blocker, B, salamander station, C, roadside symphony, or D, congenial appreciation? So whether anyone wants to play. Oh, right, we've got a couple of players. Here we go. TL is going for signal blocker. So we've got 1A and we've got 1C.
Right.
So we're going to give it, say, 10 more seconds, see if anyone else sneaks in with a little...
I just wonder how you describe that as a salamander station. Slippery and then coming to a grounded halt, maybe? Which is kind of where it
Quite fiery.
Spicy.
Yeah.
Spicy.
Right, well, it looks like TL's the only one who's going to join in this week.
Okay.
So, it's going to be, is it A or C? Let's find out. The grand reveal. Are you ready? Here we go. It is D, congenial appreciation. Who'd have thought it?
Of course. Of course. I guess you do have to appreciate that. It's quite...
Yeah. Everyone just, it's splendid. Splendid.
Nice, nice.
Oh, now Kel comes in with D. All right, Kel, we'll let you have that. Just for you. We'll
perfect timing.
There you go, Kel.
You're a winner, you're a winner, you're a winner, you're a winner, you're a winner.
There you go, Kel. You're a winner.
You really are a winner.
Oh, Jim's coming with D as well. All right, Jim, you can have that as well. That was for you too.
Nice.
Well, there we go. That was the fart game.
Lovely. Well, it was interesting. It's the first time I've ever done a Who Wants to Be a Millionaire style Guess That Fart. That's brilliant.
I should have given you the option to call home.
But you know now, this is going to set a precedent on our WhatsApp group because I'm just going to start getting farts from particularly Luke, our guitarist, will probably...
Make it happen, Luke.
...be sending
Definitely
us
make it
a
happen.
cacophony of flatulence.
I have a whole folder. There's got to be at least over 100 in that folder.
Actual farts?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. What, just names or the specific...
the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, generally, it used to be a daily occurrence. I would just get a new one contributed.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
Time lapse, dude. Switch back to Facebook.
Okay.
Seems the internet has been a bit of a bastard tonight. But comments on YouTube are slow to reach you. Yeah, there must be something going on. That's probably not just our end. If it's there's that much lag, there's probably something going on. It's the joy of streaming, everybody. These things happen. Right, what else do you fancy? What are we going to do?
I don't know. Let's have a think.
You wanted to have a go at Darkness one, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Because it's a little bit of fun. It's there's quite a lot of vocal gymnastics in there, and it's one that generally we can transfer from pub gig to wedding gig. So, yeah, it's kind of one of those first set songs. Do you know what I mean?
It is. Jim said, thank you, I posted that about 30 seconds ago. Wow, that is a lag tonight. Yeah, that's definitely out there in the ether. That's not to do with us.
Awesome.
Right.
Okay.
I may have to quickly dash out and piss in the hedge because I've got the bladder of a walnut. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start this one off.
Okay.
You're going to crack on and then I will be back in a flash.
Indeed. Farts and pissing.
Yes. Have you ever had to do this in a gig where you just get someone else to sing and you dash off to the toilet?
No, never have.
Oh, you've got a real man's bladder.
I don't know about that.
So people on here are used to this. Me having to do
That's good.
Okay, this is going to be interesting. We're going to...
Heel coats.
Go away. We'll see if this... Because we are watching YouTube videos for doing these, so I'm going to see if that affects the... It shouldn't do, because one's a download, one's an upload. Okay. So hopefully that shouldn't affect it, but we will see.
Well, let's see. We'll see how it goes.
Right.
Right.
I will be back in a moment.
Enjoy.
I can't explain all the feelings that you're making me feel. My heart's in overdrive and you behind the steering wheel. Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me. I'm believing a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll rock it till the sun goes down. I'm believing a thing called love. Ooh.
That was quick.
That's what she said.
I wanna kiss you every minute, every hour, every day. You got me in a spin, but everything is A-okay. Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me.
Nice.
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We'll rock it till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh, guitar.
Kel says, it's when the singer goes to the loo while singing, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's seen me at a gig with a wireless microphone.
And heard it, no doubt. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The joys of being a musician on the circuit.
Right, well, we're not getting the red light of doom in the bottom right-hand corner.
That's good.
So, it must have just been just a temporary glitch, everyone.
Nice. Do you want to go from here?
Yeah?
Take it, take it.
We've both got to go for the high note, though.
Yep.
Touching you, touching me, touching you, God, you're touching me.
I'll leave that to you.
I believe in a thing called love. Just listen to the rhythm of my heart. There's a chance we can make it now. We're rocking till the sun goes down. I believe in a thing called love. Ooh.
What? That's just what I do. I want you guys to experience the pleasure of the toilet with me.
Yeah. You get the full experience when you take the mic as
That's
well.
what George Michael said to me, and I'm sticking to it.
I love this little guitar solo that finishes off this song. It's brilliant.
Do you ever watch the Justin Hawkins YouTube?
I've seen a couple of his videos on TikTok. That's about it.
It's left out the solo.
It has. It has.
Oh, what a cop-out.
That's karaoke tracks for you.
Yeah, Justin Hawkins does a really good channel where he just sits down with an acoustic and chats about different things about music. And
Yeah. I've seen a few of those clips on TikTok, like when I'm kind of in my lunch breaks
stuff.
and
very,
coffee breaks.
very educated man.
Oh yeah, definitely. But he's I quite value his opinion on a lot of the songs, because what he does is he breaks down the arrangement of the songs.
Yeah.
And a lot of the time he'll kind of just try and do it his own way and have a little go at almost doing the same sort of. It's like it is a cover, but it's not a cover. He kind of does magic with it, and I don't really know how better else to describe
Yeah, because
it.
I didn't realise that he used to write jingles and everything as well. That's one of how he got to do music library work and jingle work. And yeah, so
That's crazy.
yeah,
It's
he's a
crazy.
very, very talented musician. Very underrated as well.
Yeah.
Oh, right. What else do you fancy?
Let's have a little think.
Any classic duets?
Well, other than It's Raining Men.
Oh, what a tune!
I don't know. The thing is, I've been a solo singer for so long and done all the stuff. I kind of just don't. The duets just escape me really. But one that is really that comes to my mind is Ain't No Mountain High Enough by Marvin Gaye. Because I used to sing in a little bit like Sam Ryder, funnily enough. I used to sing in a little community choir and stuff. But it was good fun, and we used to do all the old soul numbers and stuff. But I don't know whether that's right for now. But I don't know. Maybe we could have a go at something from the 90s. I don't know. Spin Doctors, if you want to share that, Two Princes.
Yeah, let's do that.
That's always a good one to go with.
God, I haven't done this one for years.
I've not done it for a while either.
Kel just says, I'm sitting in the front room with my mum laughing, but she's no idea why, as I've got my headphones on. It's even funny when the singer wears a snowman costume. Yeah, Kel's been to my gigs before.
You've worn a snowman costume?
Yeah, that was a really stupid idea.
Did you get quite hot in that?
Put it this way. When I first put it on, I was approximately 20 stone, and this is what I look like now.
Maybe I need to get a snowman suit then. If that's the secret, I'll do that.
No, the only time you want to look like me is if you're dead for about 5 months.
That's a bit harsh. That's a bit harsh. At least 3.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, don't, mate. I've been adopting corpse chic for so many years now.
Corpse chic. Jesus.
Yeah. The Voldemort look.
Okay, well, yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Right. It scares the kids away anyway.
Yeah. That's what I live for. Okay, so we are going for what we're doing.
Let's do Two Princes, shall we? And what should we do? Just take a verse each?
Yeah,
or?
Why not?
Let's do that.
No, that's Green Grass of Home.
Oh, okay.
I bet you have to spell it T-W-O.
We shouldn't do, really.
Oh, that played a tune.
Nice. Springy mics.
Nice.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Here we go. Lovely. We found it. Good times. Yeah, this is one of those songs that just never gets old.
And the drumming in this, absolutely phenomenal.
Yeah.
Probably won't be on this track. But the guy, I don't know the name of the guy who played on the original, but he's got one of those iconic drum intros. That
Yeah. Yeah.
And the actual groove in the song is just phenomenal.
It is good. It is good.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Kind of like that. Yeah. You want to start off this one? Yeah, why not?
And 1, 2, princes kneel before you. That's what I said now. Princes who adore you. Just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pockets, and that's all great now. This one said he wants to buy you rockets, ain't in his head now.
Yeah. This one got a princely racket. That's what I said now. Got some big seal up on his jacket, ain't in his head now. You marry him, your father will condone you. How about that now? You marry me, your father will disown you. He'll in his head now. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that loves you, baby, can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but I'm the one a prince and lover ought to be. I'm the one a prince and lover ought to be. Said, if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you'd like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you'd like to talk for hours, just go ahead now.
And this is where you ask people to get their air guitars out, you know?
Of course.
I think I saw on Top of the Pops last week, this one got to number 2. The year it came out, and I was like, I didn't even realise they got that high.
But again, another band, what did they? Nothing really.
I know, it's such a shame. You want to take this one on again?
Yep. Said 1, 2, princes kneel before you. That's what I said now. Princes who adore you. Just go ahead now. One has diamonds in his pocket, and that sounds great now. With this one, said he wants to buy you like it, ain't in his head now. Marry him or marry me. I'm the one that loves you, baby, can't you see? I ain't got no future or family tree, but I know what a prince and lover ought to be. I know what a prince and lover ought to be.
Said if you want to call me baby,
Hello, Lorraine.
just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, just go ahead now. And if you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, just go ahead now. And if you wanna buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk
Yes,
for
Luke.
hours, just go ahead now. If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe, well, just go ahead now. If you want to buy me flowers, just go ahead now. And if you like to talk for hours, well, just go ahead now. Whoa, whoa, baby.
Go ahead now.
Oh, just go ahead now. Whoa, Your Majesty.
Nice.
Oh, come on, forget the king and marry me.
Cheers, Luke.
Come
Thank you very
on.
much.
Oh, come on, just go ahead now. Yeah. Well, just go ahead now. If you want to call me baby, just go ahead now. And if you like to tell me maybe.
Nicely done, sir.
Yes, good
Very
times.
nice, Woe Your Majesty.
I have sung that a few times over the years, but it's one that never really seems to pop up in our repertoire, and I think we need to revisit that somehow.
Yeah, it's one of those ones that we used to do loads, and then Matt, our guitarist, whenever we go, should we do it? He's like, I can't remember the solo. Every time.
Is this the new bromance? No one can replace you, dude. But I do like Mike.
I'm working on it. I've offered him a reach around and a gobble.
I'll take the reach around. That's all good.
I have brushed my teeth as well, so it's fine.
Yeah, that always helps.
Okay, I think we had a little stab at, because this man here, we have this is a bit of a bromance thing. We're both Chaz and Dave fans.
Yeah.
So, yes, it's not a guilty pleasure, it's just a pleasure.
It's a
isn't it?
pleasure.
Yeah.
We were talking before the show started, and it was lots and lots of shared experiences with Chaz and Dave. They're such an iconic band. They really are. I mean, as I said to you earlier on, Mike, it's just people take them at face value and look at them as just a little bit of a comedy band, but the blues musicianship in that is just amazing.
Well, the fact also that if you watch the documentary, Chaz was playing bass in one of the bands, and he played guitar, and then he decided one day, I'll just have a go at piano. And then...
Yeah. His idol was Jerry Lee Lewis as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, did they played with Jerry Lee Lewis?
There was something around that. They did something with
I think
Jerry
they were
Lee
his
Lewis.
support band, or part of...
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
Yeah.
I vaguely remember that, yeah.
Oh, there we go, yep. Kel, did you remember deodorant? Yep, specifically for this man,
No, I did.
I washed the armpits, I had a proper spray up. Yeah, unfortunately sometimes things do get a little bit ripe in here.
Yep, I think
So,
you wouldn't be a musician and a performer without coming off stage or some sort of performance just absolutely stinking.
Yeah, good. I'm glad it's not just me.
Yeah. No, it's not just you. You're all
But
good.
Kel absolutely loves Chaz and Dave.
Oh, really?
So we had a little run of this one beforehand.
Okay. We'll have a go. If my wife is watching, she quite likes this song as well.
Yeah.
We have a little bit of a sing-along in the car. My kids are a bit of a fan of Chaz and Dave as well. So
Have you ever heard the Diddlum song?
Oh, God, yeah.
Oh, what a tune.
Yeah. That's a sideboard song, isn't it?
No, it's the one that goes, I diddly, I die,
That's the one.
diddly, diddly, a day. It's fucking
Yeah.
genius.
You can do that one if you want to tonight by yourself.
I don't know if we've got it.
No, I'm not having a go at that. That is just nuts. The vocal linguistics and gymnastics and that is mad.
I know, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I'm just going to harmonise. The boy is going to take it.
Okay, let's see what we can do. Some people sing about Deutsche girls, girls from California. They might be alright for a night, but don't trust them, I'll warn you. I've been to the east and I've been out west and I've been all around the world, but I ain't seen none come anywhere near the girl from London town. Give me a London girl every time. I've gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl.
have a banana.
Marry a girl from London town and you know you can trust them. They'll darn your socks and wash and mend your trousers if you bust them. They're all good cooks and they got good looks and they won't lead you a dance. I'm gonna find a London girl if I get half a chance. Give me a London girl every time. I've gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl. Nice. Snooker Loopy.
Oh, again, just
I can't
so
sing that one. Well, London girls are the best in the world, there ain't no doubt about it. If you can't find a girl from London town, you're better off doing without it. They don't create when you come home late and you're crawling up the passage floor.
Cheers,
and
Prem.
they won't muck about when you've gone out with the geezer in the house next door. Give me a London girl every time. I've gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl. If you ever go down to London town, your legs will turn to jelly. 'Cause the girls down there, I swear they just like the models off the telly.
Or EastEnders.
But they don't need no makeup, and I tell you they look as good as they are. And they've always got a pound to buy their round when it's their turn up the bar. Give me a London girl every time. I've gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl. Give me a London girl every time. I've gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl. Everybody now singing, everybody now. Give me a London girl every time. I gotta find one, I've made up my mind. Give me a London girl every time. I want a London girl.
That'll do.
Nice.
Excellent.
Nice.
Oh, what a tune.
See, the thing is, after doing that now, what I always do, whenever I listen to Chaz and Dave or anybody from a London accent, my parents were both from Islington.
Oh, okay.
But they were from the red side of Islington, hence why I can't sing Snooker Loopy, because it's got Tottenham references to it, so I just won't sing that. But my wife
Pain
always...
of death.
My wife always says to me, I always know when you've been around someone from London or you've sung a Chaz and Dave song, because for about 2 hours after, it's just this innate thing. I just go back to
Oh, really?
how my parents always used to speak when I was growing up. So yeah,
Your Cockney roots.
Yeah. I kind of apologise for that already.
What does genuine... Right, here, for all of you lovely people out in the world, what does genuine Cockney sound like?
Well, it's supposed to be an old East End thing, wasn't it? If you were born under the Bow Bells, you were a proper Cockney.
Right. Cockney.
Cockenair.
Cockenair.
But I don't know. I mean, the term is so broad these days now, but the language and the culture of London is vastly different to maybe where it was 50, 60 years ago. And some of that old East End or Cockney accent is kind of just slowly dying away. So it's nice to kind of re-establish with a few of the old Chaz and Dave tracks, because it just reminds me of some of my family's roots, really. So it's good. Yeah, it's all good.
It's all got replaced with, like, all right, bruv, isn't it, mate?
Yeah. What's that, fam?
Yeah, what's that, fam?
All that stuff in it, you know. So yeah, like obviously I know Joe Speed very well. We worked with lots and lots of people that were trying to be wannabe gangsters. So yeah, you hear it.
Have you ever heard anyone say "call lummy"?
I have now. I haven't.
No, I wonder if that was just a myth.
Oh,
Call lummy governor.
Call lummy governor. Is that? Where's that from?
That always used to be in things like the Beano.
Okay. I mean, I read the Beano growing up. I still don't remember that.
Yeah, it was just one of those really... Any of you from down London town who ever heard anybody say lummy, please let me know, because I just think they just made it up for comics, personally.
They probably did. Yeah.
Call lummy was... Oh, that was it. No, it's Danger Mouse. Well done, Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had, like, crikey, DM!
Yeah, it was.
Well?
It was Penfold. Call lummy.
Ah, Brilliant.
Interestingly enough, that was David Jason's voice,
I know.
who was Del Boy and Only Fools and Horses. And whenever I watch an episode of Only Fools and Horses, I suddenly start talking a bit like that.
Yeah.
Go the old shoulders going, innit? Like that. Yeah, yeah.
David Jason, what an actor. And also the voice of Count Duckula.
And Pa Larkin, perfect.
Yeah. Anything that was good during the 80s and 90s probably had David Jason involved in it.
I think we've really exposed our age now.
It's fine. We lived in a good time.
I think so. I was born in the 80s and I grew up in the 90s, so I kind of feel I grew up in the best decade.
Yeah. What year were you born?
81.
I'm 80. So
Okay.
barely any difference.
That's good.
Yeah, we experienced the good shit.
Absolutely. 100%.
Transformers, Mask,
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. All of that. Yeah. Iconic stuff.
Yes, all the good
Yeah,
stuff.
I love all of that.
Right. What else would you like to do?
Well, it's a little bit like Marmite, really. Some people like him, some people don't. I know.
Ricky Martin.
I'm not going to do Living La Vida Loca.
Mick
But there's-
Hucknall.
No, not Mick Hucknall either. I don't mind him so much. I was kind of thinking down the route of kind of Ed Sheeran, but I know in some people's eyes that's a little bit of a swear word. But his song called Sing, that uses more or less my entire vocal range and ability
Oh,
in
really?
one 3-minute song. So it's got your kind of chest voice, your head voice, your falsetto, and there's a rap in the middle of that as well.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I don't know if you want to have a little bit of a go at that.
You can. I'm going to sit back and learn and experience.
You can. Somebody's put Thundercats.
Oh,
Yeah,
He-Man,
yeah.
She-Ra.
How have they never made a movie of this?
I know.
It pains me because that would just be so nostalgic. It would be brilliant. It would be brilliant.
But I'll tell you, I'm not a huge fan of Ed Sheeran, but Thinking Out Loud was a fantastic song.
Yeah, I've sung that at a few weddings. That was good.
Castle on the Hill.
Yeah, good anthem.
Yeah, really good tune.
Yeah,
and he really gives it some power. You can hear he really belts it in that.
Yeah, he does. And like I said, I think Ed Sheeran's a little bit like Marmite. I wouldn't necessarily... I don't know, maybe I would go and see one of his shows. I like a majority of his songs, but...
He seems like a nice enough chap.
yeah, absolutely. But this particular song is really good at parties.
What's it called? Sing?
Sing, yeah, it's just called Sing. It's one of those that not everybody will like it, not everybody does like it, but I quite enjoy it because it pushes my vocal range and ability.
Let's find out then.
Come on.
Okay, just get through the adverts.
Yeah.
The remake of Thundercats is crap. I never watched it. I don't want to go down that road.
Was that the cartoon?
Yeah.
Because that was awful. That was awful. They recently did a remake of He-Man as well.
Yes.
Didn't they? It was Kevin Smith did it, and it was on Netflix, and it was really kind of dark and gritty. It wasn't kind of Batman Dark Knight dark, but it was a little bit more adult than maybe the other ones.
Okay, I might have to have a look at that.
Yeah.
I see he's nicked a line
Late
from...
in the evening, glass on the side. I've been sat with you for most of the night, ignoring everybody here. We wish they would disappear, so maybe we could get down now. I don't wanna know if you get ahead of the program. I want you to be mine, lady, to hold your body close. Take another step into the no man's land for the longest time, lady. I need you, darling. Come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Whoa.
Nice.
Oh. If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. Whoa.
Those little trills aren't easy.
No.
Sing! Whoa, 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 louder! Whoa, whoa. As lovers ablaze, a soft flames from the side of the stage, and the fire brigade comes in a couple of days. Until then, we got nothing to say, nothing to know, something to drink and maybe something to smoke. Then we go into the rosy chain, singing we found love in a local rain. No, I don't really know what I'm supposed to say, but I can just figure it out and hope and pray. I told her my name, I said it's nice to meet you. Then she handed me a bottle of water, that was tequila. I already know she's a keeper, just from this one small act of kindness. I'm in deep. If anybody drive home, but I never live it down, no. So every night we just sit on the couch, one thing led to another, now she kissing my mouth. I need you, darling, come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Whoa, whoa. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. Whoa, whoa. 1, 2, 3, see. Whoa, louder. All the guys in here don't even wanna know. Can you feel it? I can hear his music from the back. Found you hiding here, so won't you take my kicks in again? Can you feel it? Ooh, yeah. Can you feel it? Oh, I need you, darling. Come on, set the tone. If you feel you're falling, won't you let me know? Whoa, whoa. If you love me, come on, get involved. Feel it rushing through you from your head to toe. Whoa, whoa. See, there you go. See what I mean?
Impressive.
It takes every single aspect of
Nice.
yeah.
Broken a sweat. Yeah.
Yeah. It's getting hot in here.
So take a...
You first. You're the one that's been for a piss outside in your bush.
That's very true. Right, we've got time for one more, ladies and gents. So it's been bloody lovely having you here,
Mate,
sir.
it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much. And I can't believe after all these years, this is the first time we've
I
actually
know,
met.
it's mental, isn't
It's
it?
crazy. I see you guys pop up on the Essex cover band community on Facebook all the time, and obviously knowing Joe and having ordered loads of gear from Matt at PMT and all that stuff, but never actually kind of met you. It's weird because when you're as busy as you are and we're as busy as we are, you never get to go to gigs anymore.
No, that's very true.
So you never get to see other bands.
Luke has just pulled out a hell of a one.
Get the fucking... He's been hammering on. Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
Fuck
fuck
it, let's do it. We will learn this one day, dude, and we'll get this done. But let's have a go.
I will warn you, and this might just be us, we thought it'd be a great one to learn and then it would go down a storm. Everyone just kind of looks at you afterwards and goes,
Yep.
okay.
We learnt, what's that one by the Bare Naked Ladies? Chica de China, that one, anyway. So we learnt that, and obviously that's quite a hard sing. And we must have done that at about 4 or 5 gigs, and it absolutely bombed. And I'm like, this took me months to learn that.
I know, it's so annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
1 week, cheers, Luke. Yeah, that's the one. That was a good song, but just a crazy learn. And then, you kind of think, this will impress everyone. And they're just like,
What ones, before this quickly kicks off, a song that you thought was alright, that you were surprised how well it went down?
Oh, God. Well, we end all of our shows with Walking on Sunshine.
Yes.
And it's one of those songs that it doesn't matter how many times you play it, the crowd still kick.
Yeah.
So it's one of those, I guess.
Shall we share?
Absolutely.
Alternate this one?
Yeah.
So the one we found that was really odd was Wuthering Heights by Kate Bush.
Are you going to be running up that hill soon?
I have thought about it, but...
If you don't like what you see here, nobody wants to take you prisoner.
Shall we share individual bits like this?
Got it.
So let me make it nice and clear, there. The exit is right there.
I don't mean to be rude, dude, but you better change your attitude.
I don't like what I see here.
You know you're all invited party. You know you didn't have to come. No rotten apple's gonna spoil my fun.
If you don't like what you see here, get the funk out. Get the funk out, get the funk
We
out.
won't try to get the funk out.
Not bad for a basic little white boy.
You can't please everybody, but everybody can please me.
I'm trying to do what I want to, so why don't you do
Do it to me, do it to me, hey! And if you don't like what you say, you can always leave the country.
Nicely done. Yeah, you know you're invited to the party. You know you didn't have to come. No rotten apple's gonna spoil all my fun.
If you don't like what you see here, get the funk out.
We won't try to force feed you. Get the funk out.
Get the funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk out.
If you don't like
If you don't
what
like
you see here,
what you see
get the
here,
funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk
we
out.
won't try to
We won't try to
force feed you.
get the funk out. So is Luke a guitarist?
Yes, yeah.
I hope you're playing along at home, Luke.
Nuno is like his biggest idol.
It's a good idol to have.
Yeah. I think he's still got his M4.
Yeah.
He'll probably comment in a minute saying, yes, I have. I think he's known every note to every song on the Porno Graffiti album since he was
Nice.
like 12. So we've got to get this song
Luke,
into our set somehow.
I hate you.
Here it comes. Goosebumps every time on that solo.
Yeah. It's just such a masterfully crafted solo.
Had the pleasure of seeing these guys live at Brixton Academy a few years ago. Mate, it was just amazing.
Do you start?
Yep.
If you don't like what you see here, get the funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk
We
out.
won't try to force feed you. Do it. See it. Get the funk out.
Get the funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk
We
out.
won't try to
We won't try to
force feed you. Get the funk out. Get the funk out. Get the funk
If
out.
you
now.
don't like
If you don't
what
like
you see here,
what you see
get the-
here,
Ooh, come on, get the funk out now.
try to
We won't
force
try.
feed you. Get the
Crazy ending, but yeah,
what
that was
a
good fun.
tune.
That kicks.
I tell you, have you ever heard? You know, heard it through the grapevine. Have you ever heard the FM version?
No?
Right, I'll send you a link. Check that out. It basically sounds like Extreme playing "Heard It Through the Grapevine."
Nice.
If there's a song that you guys want to do live, and you like that kind of thing,
Yeah.
it would be fucking awesome.
Yeah. I'll make a note of that. Yeah, nice one. That'd
Sweet.
be great.
Right, dude.
Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure having you.
That's good.
Lovely to meet you.
Likewise.
I love what I saw here. Oh, bless you.
That's good. That's good. Well, if you do like what you saw, ladies and gentlemen, we will be. Can I plug?
Of course, plug away, mate.
So, String Makeover, we're very, very fortunate. We've been invited to be ambassadors of a local charity called the David Randall Foundation.
Okay.
There's a long story of David Randall was a friend of mine and a friend of Luke's. We both went to school together. Unfortunately, passed away very, very early from bowel cancer.
Oh, shit.
So his parents set up a foundation in his name to organise good days out for people with terminal illness or life-limiting issues. But what they also do is they offer scholarship for people that have an attribute in musical sport, because that was two of David's great passions, was music and sport. So he played cricket at, I believe, Essex junior level, and I believe England junior level. That might be wrong, but he used to play with Alistair Cook.
Right.
And Alistair Cook, Sir Alistair Cook, is the patron of the charity. And every year on August Bank Holiday weekend, we all get together and put on a bit of a festival event in David's name, in David's memory, to raise a little bit of money to contribute to those good days out. And String Makeover have been part of that for nearly 10 years now.
Wow.
And every year we go down there, and every year it's one of those things that we always do for gratis because of the people that are involved in the charity.
Yeah.
They're like a family, and they've welcomed us in as well with open arms, which has been amazing. So if you do want to come and see String Makeover live, we will be down at Malden Cricket Club on Sunday the 28th, so this Sunday bank holiday weekend from 8:30. So if you do want to come along and check us out, please do. It'd be great. Be a good night.
Isn't he lovely?
Oh, thanks.
Man Crush 101.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me. It's
Absolutely
been,
awesome.
It's been amazing.
Right, thank you very much, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Always a pleasure to spend time with you guys. Always good fun. So look after yourself. So if you're around the weekend, are you gigging Friday, Saturday?
So Saturday we're performing at a wedding.
I see.
And then Sunday, we're down at Malden Cricket Club at Draper's Farm.
Sweet. So
tearing it up.
Yes, if you're about, ladies and gentlemen, that Sunday, go catch this man and his band.
We'd love to see you.
All right, everyone. Take care. All the best.